This doesn't feel right. I'm somewhere I'm not supposed to be. I definitely feel a little out of place. Oh no, keep. Welcome back to Bangkok, Thailand. Today, our plan is to take this BTS line down here a few stops and try to see a part of the city that tourists usually never venture out to. I don't know what to expect and I'm really excited, so let's go. Right now, we just gotta wait on the train to come. Should be every 5 minutes. I can see it way down there, so just hold on tight. And one thing I noticed in Bangkok is that people really follow the rules. They have the etiquette right here. Even when the BTS lines are crowded, it's so quiet inside. Like, some people will talk very quietly, but it's really interesting to see because I feel like a lot of places would not be like that. Maybe Japan. We also have some advertisements right here. As you can see, this is kind of the beauty standards in Thailand. Fair skin. I noticed a lot of people, especially women, have colored eye contacts like she does. So I guess that's what people like over here. I have boring brown eyes, so not too exotic. Here she comes. We're gonna head west. Very excited. As you can see, it's so quiet. The only people being kind of loud are the tourists way down there. Let's get a view of the side. Oh my god. Gotta hold on. This kind of messes with the view a lot. All right, we're at the Pho Phoenix station. I want to say pho because that's how you would say that in Vietnamese. Like their probably most popular dish is pho, but I think in Thailand it's pho. That's how I'm gonna say it. That's how I could like kind of hear it on the announcement on the train when they announce the station that you arrive to. Anyways, I know absolutely nothing about this stop. I just know that it's pretty far from the city center. We're moving west towards the outskirts of the city, and I want to keep moving that way. As you can see, it looks quite urban here. Busy road right here. And we got some nice condos over here. That seems to be pretty typical in Bangkok. A lot of the nicest condos are right next to the BTS or MRT stations. And the difference between the BTS and MRT, the BTS, I believe, is owned by the government, and the MRT is a privately owned company. And I've only used the MRT once. That was off camera. The thing I liked about that better, they are pretty similar, but I can just tap my credit card and pay that way. This, I need to get a special card for paying cash. So, yeah, let's see what the local side of Bangkok is like, because I'm assuming this is the local side. So we're right here. Looks like there's some temples, school. I don't want to go to school. More temples. See, this way, it doesn't look like there's quite as much. Some banks. I think it'll be good. I think we just cross the street this way. Cross the train tracks. And see what's over here. Police station. I'll stay away from there. I may or may not have overseas warrants. No, I'm just kidding. I don't. All right, let's take a little gander over this way. That's the way we're gonna go. Looks pretty residential. We have a 7-Eleven over there. That's very typical. It seems like there's one on every street corner. That way's the city center. I have a hard time understanding the layout of the city. It just feels like there's big buildings everywhere you go. I'm not seeing any foreigners or Farang, they say here. So I think that means I am on the right track. I'm going exactly where I want to go. Well, besides, I do see one, and he's in the reflection of my camera right now. Besides that, that's all that's going on. And I really want to try durian. It's a very strong smelling fruit, as it says right there. I've not tried it yet. It's illegal to bring it on a lot of public transportation, airplanes, airports, even a lot of hotels will bring it. And I wanted to buy it and bring it back to my condo, but I'm worried that I will not be able to get rid of that smell. It's pretty typical busy road in Bangkok, a lot of cars, a lot of motorbikes going down. Got a little canal or stream there. A little polluted. For a city its size in Southeast Asia, I really don't see that much trash. I do see some in the water, and that's usually the only place I see it. But compared to other places, like in Indonesia that I've been, it's pretty clean. course, you can't beat Singapore when it comes to cleanliness. Kuala Lumpur maybe a little cleaner, but it's not too bad. If I believe correctly, we just go this way and then we'll cross the train tracks and see some temples, some local stuff. I just realized with temples in Thailand, usually you have to wear, you have to cover your shoulders and cover your knees. Neither one of those are being done by me right now. I'm being quite promiscuous right now. Wait, that's not the word, I don't think. That's, no. Now, one thing I notice, all these vendors around here, everything is in Thai. And of course, it's Thailand. But in more touristy areas, usually things are translated in English as well. So that'll make this a little more adventurous. I'm sweating. It's very hot. Now, I'm not sure if I went the wrong direction or not, because I am not seeing these train tracks. And from the sounds of it, I'm next to a school. I'm not gonna film that. I'll leave the kids alone. But I'm gonna have to check my maps maybe, because I'm not going in the right direction at all. It's kind of got its own little charm to it. So you got some plants over here, a little thing going on. I definitely feel a little out of place here. This is not where people of my complexion are usually walking around. But there's some street food stalls set up here and there, some local businesses, some temples, residential, all kind of mixed in together. So it makes it feel a little more lively in a sense. I do finally see the train tracks right here. This is what I wanted to come for. And then temples are down here. I think the map was a little misleading because I feel like I really zigzagged a lot more than I thought I would need to. So let's not get run over by a train. That track does not look heavily used at all, very overgrown with grass. I'm not sure if it is used. If it is, it's probably pretty sparingly. All right, this is definitely the street I was looking for. They have, looks like a beautiful temple back there. Looks like a mural picture of the queen. I believe that's who that is. I'm seeing that a lot, I'm not sure. That's something that's been going on. Still trying to learn about this country. Very fascinating, very different from what I'm used to, which is exactly what I wanted. It's like a place to get a haircut. I just got that done yesterday, or the day before. I think we're looking a little good versus the last video, a little better. First impressions so far, this area, there are no tourists at all. I've not seen one, besides my own reflection. That's the only one I've seen. You know, there's some pretty temples. I don't really see too much what would draw tourists here besides that. But even walking down these little side streets that I know nothing about, I did feel pretty safe, although a bit out of place, you know. Get some looks, probably because someone who looks like me is not a common sight down those roads. But yeah, not bad at all. Not too dirty, you know. We got a lot of little local businesses over there. Barber shops. It's like maybe a restaurant, but I don't see anybody inside. No staff. I would love a cold drink. That would be really nice right now. I'm starting to get sweaty. And I'm trying to stay in the shade too, as much as I can. Not because I'm trying to stay very fair skin as the beauty standards are here, but I'm on acne medication and it makes me burn a little more, as you can see. It's mostly in my arms. And we have another beautiful temple. I don't know how to read that. I'm trying to learn Thai. It is such a difficult language if you speak English or really any unrelated language, which I believe there hardly are any. I think Lao is a pretty similar language. Besides that, right now it has its own script and everything, different rules that are unique, so I don't know. I'm trying to learn. I bought a class online, so I'm determined to learn. So cool, little market right on the train tracks. How about that? The kind of stuff you find when you just wander around, no plan. Is this not so cool? Like, this is a little commuter station right here, so It is an active rail. Can't imagine how active it is. They have a little schedule right here. Interesting. So I did not see this line on the map. I'm not sure how it works. Looks like there's some more stalls under here. Not very active right now. The BTS station is back this way, so we're gonna go down here. Looks like a fairly busy street, so I'm sure we can find something. Then you can see the station down there. Never mind, I cannot go that way. It just turns into a big freeway. So I gotta walk around that way, under this bridge. Let's go. And look at the ass on that pig. Oh my God. Juicy. I bet the pork is too. It's another little reference map of the area. I don't even get where I'm at. I'm not even gonna bother at it. We're just gonna keep raw dogging it like we have been. So there's some more food places over here. But it's 11:15 right now. They're just not open yet. So that's unfortunate. Right, so Google Maps is wanting me to walk down this way to get where I'm going. Now this just doesn't feel right. But let's do it. Let's go. This is apparently how we're getting around. Hopefully I'm not trespassing. But it did recommend this area. And hopefully I don't get run over by a train. It's a little... Oh, we got some cats right there. This doesn't feel right, you know? Just wandering down a train track in Bangkok. There's probably plenty of cities around the world where I would not do this. But here we are. Somebody else is doing it behind me, so... And I did see a motorbike going down earlier too, so people are looking at me so weird. All right. These birds seem pretty tame. Man, this just feels so wrong. We got a little temple right there, looks like. I really feel like I'm somewhere I'm not supposed to be, especially with a camera. Like I feel like I'm right up in people's personal lives. Okay, it looks like we got a little road over there. I can go hop up there. You know, this is what I love. Oh no, dogs. That's what I love about travel. Just getting off the beaten path. Quite literally, that path was not very well beaten. We're walking down an old train track right through people's homes. Very interesting, but I mean, it said I could on the maps. Saw other people doing it, so I guess you can just do that here in Bangkok. So yeah, very, very cool, very interesting. It looks like we're gonna get back on a more normal road over here. It's probably good. Walking a little further, see these nice condos. That's how you know you're getting close to a BTS station. They look pretty nice. Wouldn't mind living there. You can get a 7-Eleven downstairs. All right, we made it back to another BTS station. Not the one that we started off on, but as you can see, there is another market literally like right underneath it, so that's great. Looks like they're setting up too. Hopefully we can find something that's open right now. It's about 11:30. Surely something is open. Place is closed. Yeah, most of these are just not open yet. I think some are up here. Let's get back on the BTS and see if we can find something that's actually open right now. This early in the morning, 11:30. Showed this in the last video. I'm gonna try to do it again. We're gonna buy a little ticket for the BTS. English. We are right there, so scroll over a little bit. What I got? I don't know what's there. I got all these bought right here. Let's put the coins in. There we go. It just drops out like that. Let's pick up my coin. Let's go. We are at our next station. How do you say that? What a cat. Wow, what a cat. That's what I say when I see a cat. It's pretty stupid joke. Anyways, seems like everywhere I go, there's just an amazing looking temple. So beautiful. Looks like maybe we have some ferries going down this river right here. That would be pretty cool. That would be pretty cool to check out. But let's go down and see what's going on at this stop. Because once again, I know absolutely nothing about this place. So, or at least this specific stop, the What a Cat. What a cat, what a cat, what a cat. Wonder, it looks like there's a map over here we can look at again for reference, like at the last stop. So let's give that a look. This is the quietest BTS station I've ever seen. Almost feel like the only person here. That is pretty crazy because they can get really packed, especially in the city center. See right there? Looks like not quite as much to do. Another train, Tree Railway Tunnel. Okay, that's cool. So I believe we are facing that way. So let's go out here and try to see what that's all about. That looks pretty cool. I wonder if you had to walk down the train track to get there. Walking down the last train track was pretty fun, so let's give that a go. I think that's the temple that we're seeing, Mai Yai Noi Temple, if I'm probably butchering that, but you know, it's okay. There we go again. I don't know what exit to take. I guess I think 4 was the lucky one that I wanted to take. So let's do that. The further west I go from the city center, the more quiet it gets, and it feels just more local, more the real Bangkok, I guess you could say. Not that there's anything wrong with the touristy side. It's pretty cool too. Once again, you have more of these nice condos right at the BTS stops or the metro rail stops. Okay, I can't. There's something so cool right here. But there's the big Buddha statue. I saw this last time I came to Bangkok. I had a picture with it. It's pretty cool. You cannot. I don't think the camera's picking up on it very well, but it's a huge Buddha right there, and you can get on a boat and get some cool photos with it. Really cool to see. Really cool experience. Little underpass right there. That looks a little sketch. People doing some work down there. The guy chilling down there. All right. Yeah, there is hardly anyone here in this big crowded city. This metro line. It's crowded, but I guess they're all on the highway. People love their motorbikes here. It's such a crowded city. Imagining driving a car would be pretty frustrating here. So that's probably what I would do too. Aside from the public transit like this. Sounds like a lot of construction going on over here. See, that's all the motorbikes parked right there. That's what I've been talking about. We're getting more off the beaten path. And getting off the beaten path is what I love when it comes to traveling. I wouldn't say that doing that would be safe in every city in the world with no plan like I'm doing, but it is in Bangkok, at least it seems like it so far. Got a little canal or, oh my God, look at that. It's like a monitor lizard. That is a beast. That looks so scary. Guess he's got a little home right there. Looks like a Komodo dragon, but a little smaller. Its tongue was very long. I'm not sure how I felt about that. I'm not sure which direction the tunnel is. It's either that way or that way. But I really love what they've done with this. So much greenery and plants in this little humble train stop. So gotta give them that. Looks pretty welcoming. Not sure what's going on over there, but that looks interesting. It's also elections coming up soon here. Not sure what they say, but they're running for office. It's a given thing. So they get like these little soccer fields kind of that are under the underpass. It's pretty cool. No grass, almost looks like a basketball court. Or maybe it's that handball. Okay, I have a feeling it is not down this way. I think let's head back that way and see what's over there. Okay, a bunch of white people on bicycles came from down there. So I'm gonna assume that is where the tunnel is. There's gotta be something cool down there, or else that many Caucasians on bicycles will not be going somewhere, you know. Very local street. Got some little homes over here. They're not little, they're pretty decent size actually. This is the kind of stuff that I wanted to see here in Bangkok. Because I think when a lot of people visit this city, they're not seeing this. They're seeing the nice hotels, condos, nightlife, which is great. Definitely see that when you come to Bangkok, but you know, you can always dive a little deeper, see cool stuff like that. There's so many cacti over here. I wonder what's going on with that. Love that. That is so cool. What's with them? What's with the cacti? I don't get it. Got a little fork in the road. You either go that way or that way, but that seems like a dead end. This seems like, oh hell, I don't even know. Not right. I feel like I'm going down somewhere that I shouldn't be once again. And I get out of the way for this motorcycle. Okay, let's walk on the tracks. I feel like I'm in a totally different city than the Bangkok that I've been staying in. There's more people on bicycles coming down there, so that's probably where the interesting thing is. It's probably a tour. I guess it's a little touristy, but it's okay. There's another group of people on bicycles who look like they need to wear SPF 100, so that's probably means that whatever is interesting has got to be down here. I'm betting it's a tunnel, but I can see pretty far and I do not see a tunnel, so I'm not sure what's going down over here. It's pretty quiet. It's actually peaceful. I feel like I'm in the countryside, but I'm really in the middle of Bangkok. Oh man, we got, looks like some bananas growing over here. They're not ripe. I'm really tempted to pick one, but I don't want to steal. And they're not ripe, so that's a double. There's more over here. Okay, this is just, I love this place. It's a little rough looking, but I love it. Okay, I have a feeling I'm going the wrong way for whatever tunnel thing this was. Not sure why those groups of people are biking down this little road. I mean, it's cool to see this little like neighborhood, whatever you call it, along the train track, but I feel like there's got to be some sort of specific thing that's cool that they're looking at, and I'm just not seeing it. I'm not sure what it is, so let's keep trucking it down the road. Looks like we can make a little turn, or we can keep going. I really like walking down the train tracks. Looks like there's a Christian church right there. I don't think I've seen one the entire time I've been in Bangkok. There is I've seen a Hindu temple. I've heard a mosque. I don't know where it is, but I can hear it all throughout the day from my place. But that's interesting, a little church. I want to trespass, but they got like a little Christmas tree back there. Personally, not a religious person, but I feel like if they saw me, they might assume that I'm Christian because I'm a Westerner. It's probably a good chance. So there's another little stream right here. I wonder if there's any crazy big lizards. I wonder what the deal is with these little concrete pillar things going over the middle. We got some little styrofoam boats there. If you know what's up with those, comment that down below. I'm just gonna keep going straight. I literally have no clue where I'm at right now. I don't even want to check my location on my phone. I'm just gonna keep going, see what's down here. Look how colorful this little street is. I'm just gonna step aside. It doesn't look like there's too much else to see. That's all rainbow. We got the LGBTQ plus street over there. Very beautiful, actually. Jokes aside, I love seeing that. Makes the city more vibrant. It's just how weird I look walking around. So let's walk down this little corner. Okay, we're back on the train track where I like to be. It's getting a little less interesting. What were those people looking at? Like, why were they biking down there? I don't get it. And I think I am not in the right direction for whatever tunnel thing there was, because it is looking very non-tunnely over here. One kind of niche thing I've noticed about Bangkok Is there not a lot of public buses here for such a big city? It's like you have the metro rails, and then you have a lot of scooters, a lot of Grab drivers, it seems like. It's not always completely obvious who it is. I just looked at a map of where I am. I have no clue what this place is. Shamdong looks like the closest name on the map. I'm enjoying this. There's another school over there. A lot of schools, a lot of temples. That's what I'm noticing. A lot of local businesses, but I want something to drink. Speaking of that, no, I do not know what these say besides that. Let's take a look. I think it's milk tea. Maybe I'll get try that. That looks pretty good. I don't know what it is. Please have let's see. That one? Yes. It's like they do matcha. Something looks like energy drink. I've seen that in 7-Eleven. That has these little jellies on it too. That looks pretty cool. It's 150. Oh no, that's the name of the drink. I was like, that seems a little expensive for Bangkok. Looks like caramel something. I think what we got and what I'm hoping for is a Thai tea. Can't really see what's going on back there. So hidden and mysterious. Oh no, free, you keep. Pick up cap. All right. They give you to a little bag right here. It looks like it was very hard to watch her make it because it was so covered up. I noticed some condensed milk coming in here. So we got that. I believe it's tea. And they give you a little bag to carry around. That's pretty normal in Thailand. And I don't know how much that costs. I just let her keep the change on my 100 baht note, which is like a little over $3. Not a crazy amount of money. Damn, that was a big bus. But when someone lets me film them and stuff, you know, you can just keep the change. Honestly, that's my way of thanking them for being okay with it. So let's try this. I gotta set this down and put the straw in. All right, let's give it a go. That's exactly what I was hoping for. Exactly what it is. It's a Thai, I forget what you call it, iced tea, but it's tea and some condensed milk, ice, very sweet. Oh my god, about choked on it. A lot of sugar, but it is so good. It's so refreshing. I am so hot, or I was, but now I'm drinking this. Feeling really good. Plastic bag is a little unnecessary. I probably could have had her just keep it. But yeah, that was really good. It's the spot when you're walking around and really sweaty. I don't drink tea too often. I'm more of a coffee guy, but this is really good. I like this better than the coffee I had this morning before I started filming. As you can see, I'm already about done with it, so big fan. That is really good. I'm guessing it would have been somewhere around 30 baht, which is just $1. That is all for today's video. If you want more food focused videos, I have some of those coming out soon, so make sure to subscribe and turn on that bell. Peace out.